Hi, I'm so excited to be here. How is everyone doing this a little bit early morning on a Sunday, last day of the con? Awesome, very exciting, very exciting. Hi, my name is Atlas, or sometimes I am Grape, or sometimes I am Liz, or Sarah, but more commonly known, I am the owner of a company called Spilt Grape Soda. I have been making fursuits for many moons, since 2018. This is my favorite part of the year. I am here at AnthroNW. I've been running this event for, oh gosh, a couple of years now, 4 or 5 years. I love the Fursuit exhibition. It is an event really close to my heart. How many of you have been to an exhibition of mine in the past? All right, like one person, sick, awesome. So for those of you that are new and have never been to a Fursuit exhibition before, welcome to the party. It's pretty simple. All it is kind of like a runway fashion show interview style event where I bring people up on stage and I ask people about their costume and we talk about construction, or we talk about the process it was to commission their costume, and I hype people up. This is a show about the people, it's not about me. I'm just here to make them look good. So this is very simple. Your part in it is I will bring people up onto the stage. You will cheer. Let's practice. Let's pretend I'm bringing my cameraman up onto the stage. Whoa, and you're cheering. Whoa, and then it's like, wow, your fursuit is great. You have a beard on your face. Thank you so much. You've been wonderful. And then he exits the stage and you guys cheer again. You guys are amazing. You guys are off the charts. I know this is gonna go great. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to have you guys hanging out with me today. This is gonna be a good one. So this costume, before we get started, was not actually made by me. This is a costume by the ever-talented Phoenix Nest. I've had it for a few years now, and I love it. Phoenix Nest is an incredibly talented maker. They move around a lot. I got this one while they lived here in Seattle, but now I think they're out of, oh gosh, Denver feels right in my heart. I'm not sure. But yes, so this is not by me, this is by the Phoenix Nest, and I am so excited to bring up our very first guest of the morning. Oh my goodness, let's bring them right up. Beautiful. Hello, welcome to the party. I'm so happy you're here. What is your name, my friend? Tilo. Can everybody hear? Is this mic hot? Hello? You say that again?
Tilo.
I think you gotta talk a little louder.
Tilo.
Beautiful, thank you. Awesome, this costume is beautiful. I'm loving the grays and the whites. That's fantastic. And the purple on the ears really brings it all together. Who made your costume?
They're known as Crescent Moon Creations, but you might better find them as Lichen Moth.
Okay. And when did you get this costume?
About 2 months ago.
2 months ago. That is so exciting. Is this your first event, like, out in this costume?
No, I've been to one event before this. It's Halloween up in Vancouver, BC.
Oh, okay. So where are you from? Are you from Vancouver?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow. Well, welcome to the States. Have you been in the States before?
Yes, I have.
Oh, perfect. Well, welcome back to the States, I suppose. This costume is beautiful. I love all of the luxury fur accents here. I especially love the cheeks. Was this a pre-made costume, or is this one that you custom commissioned of your character?
This is a custom commission.
All right, a custom commission. I love it. So what was the process like working with your maker? How long did it take from commissioning your maker to receiving your costume?
So I started my commission process back in November of Years of Heart, about 1 year ago.
Okay, that's pretty good. A year turnaround is actually really good for a full body costume. What is your favorite part about your costume?
Definitely the nub tail.
The nub tail. Can we turn around and show the audience that nubby tail? I love that. That's so much fun. That's so cool. So, have you owned a fursuit previous to this, or is this your first fursuit?
This is my first fursuit.
Wow, that must have been so exciting, getting it for the first time 2 months ago and putting it on. Can you describe to me what that feeling was like?
Just pure happiness.
That makes sense. I love that. Well, you've been a treat. Is there anything else that you would like to tell me special about your costume or your commission experience in general?
Well, the maker is actually known for doing a really creative thing with their big tails, and they have a massive maw on the end of them.
All right, beautiful. I love it. Well, you've been a treat. Thank you so much. Let's get a round of applause for our ready friend. Awesome. We're gonna give a spin for the audience. See that nubby tail again? I really, really like that nubby tail. And rock and roll. You've been amazing. Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you. All right. Beautiful. We're going carefully off the stage, my friend. All right, wonderful. I love a good, mostly monochrome costume with some fun color accents. I think I'm a little biased, but it is one of my favorites. All right, and on that note, let's bring up our next guest. Ooh, much color, crazy. I love it. Welcome. The pinks, the greens, I love to see it. Oh my gosh, 180, I love it. Beautiful. Hello, welcome to the party. What is your name?
My name is Stripe.
Welcome, Stripe. I think that's an apropos name. It makes sense. I feel like I should ask how you got it, but I feel like I don't have to, right? I love it. This is great. So, Stripe, who made your fursuit?
I made my fursuit. I made pretty much everything here. She is on a hand-carved base by Dragon Girl Studios, Marshall, my very best friend. So yes.
Wow, you did an impeccable job. I love all of the color and the stripes and the busyness, and the claws look fantastic and so evenly placed. You did such a wonderful job. How long have you been making fursuits previous to this?
I've been making fursuits for 2 years now. This is my 6th suit. I finished her up in October.
Wow, you've only been making fursuits for 2 years. Can you give another spin for us? That is really incredible. You are so talented. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So you've only been making fursuits for 2 years. This is your 6th suit.
Yes.
What did you find to be the most challenging aspect of this suit? And did you learn anything new while you were building this suit?
Ooh, I think with her, it's complicated lining up all the stripes where they all work and all look the same. And making sure everything is just nice and smooth and all works together, I guess.
I love it. So this is a 3/4 suit, right? You've got the legs, you got a tail, you got some feet, you got some hands, you got some arm sleeves, and you got a noggin. All right. Was 3/4 the goal when you were going in, or do you ever intend to make a full body suit?
So I will be working on her full digi-suit this summer. This is my first pair of legs that I've tried to make.
Wow.
That I whipped together for this convention. And it's my first time actually 3/4 suiting completely.
Wow,
So,
congratulations. You did an incredible job on the legs. Those look absolutely impeccable. Have you ever made a bodysuit previous to this, or was your first attempt these legs?
this was my very first attempt making anything fitting. I've made arm sleeves before, but nothing like pants before.
Wow, okay. And how challenging was that for your first time?
Honestly, it was pretty challenging. I kind of just made big tubes. And I'm like, oh no, these are really big. So then I had to kind of guesstimate and fit them to myself, but they worked out in the end.
I love it. And so plantigrade legs are one thing, but doing a digi bodysuit is a whole other beast. And you plan on tackling that this summer. Are you nervous at all? What have you learned preemptively, or have you learned anything to go into building that digi bodysuit this summer?
So I created my full duct tape dummy. Then I've been looking at a lot of other makers and how they do their padding, and asking everyone hey, how do you pad this? How do you make this? So I'm going to be making a nice shape, and I'm going to be using your 2D digigrade pattern for the feet paws. So I've been working on that pattern for a while now, and it is so good to use.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad that it's helpful and useful to you. You are so incredibly talented. If you were to go back in time and do anything that you've done already differently, is there anything that you would approach differently in making this costume again?
Ooh, definitely really focusing on cleaning up my ladder stitching and hand sewing and really getting that practiced. And also, don't be afraid of the sewing machine. I was afraid of it for a while there. Yeah.
I think there's definite value in having a healthy fear of any tool that can hurt you, but I think learning how to use a sewing machine is an invaluable tool in fursuit making.
Oh, yes.
You are incredible. You are so talented. You are going places. Please keep continuing to make animal costumes. It's clear that you have a path for it in front of you. thank you so much for coming and being in my exhibition. You have been an absolute treat. Can we give another 360 for the audience? Gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful, amazing. You've been wonderful. Can we safely exit off of the stage? Please do not fall. I get nervous and I'll laugh when I'm nervous. So if you fall, I will laugh at you and that'll be weird for me. Awesome, I love that. I think brightly colored suits are so much fun, and I think that was just a stellar example of one. All right, let's get this show on the road. Let's bring up our third friend. Oh, this person was such a sweetie. Hi, welcome to the party. Hi, welcome. What is your name, my friend?
My name is Gish.
Gish, I love that. That is such a funky, fresh name. Can you explain to me where that came from?
It is the very first album of the Smashing Pumpkins, and the album cover is purple, and I love the Smashing Pumpkins, so Gish.
Okay, so is this a Smashing Pumpkins themed fursuit in general?
Kinda. I'm a mixture of things. I don't really know what I am.
You know what? And that's the beauty of furry is like, people go, oh, well, this is a dog, so it has to look in this. It's like, babe, you're on 2 feet and you're pink.
Exactly.
Right? Do whatever you want.
Exactly.
And I think this is so fun and fresh and different.
Why, thank you.
Yes. Can you explain to me, other than the Smashing Pumpkins, what were your inspirations for designing this character in general?
Okay, so I'm part bunny, part monkey, part scorpion with my tail.
Oh my
Part
goodness.
cat. I'm part of everything. I kind of just wanted to make a really unique, funky little guy, you know?
I love that. You have achieved unique, funky little guy
Thank
with
you.
smashing results. Ha 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 ha. Can you tell us who made your suit?
I did.
No way. I love that. How many suits have you made previous to making Gish?
Oh geez, it's so many. I've been making since I was 11, so it's been almost 9 years now. I'm 19.
Goodness.
Almost 20.
Wow.
And I've made I've made several, so many.
Wow, that is so exciting, and it definitely shows. This is so well crafted, and I think what's the greatest thing about your suit and the fact that it is a amalgamation mishmash of so many different things is you can't just go dig up a pattern for half of this stuff. So I imagine you have patterned out a lot of your bits yourself. Am I correct?
I made my feet. These I pretty much just got tennis shoes, EVA foam, upholstery foam, and fur, and just went to town. The paws, I found a pattern on Etsy. It's a monster paw pattern. I don't remember the maker, I'm so sorry, but they are a popular pattern. But everything else I did completely by myself.
That is incredible, and you did such a stellar job, and that's so much fun. So making your own patterns is really hard. As someone who has made many a patterns in my day, making your patterns is really, really difficult. How long did it take you to feel confident making and utilizing your own patterns?
Oh, it took me years. It's been just this year that I've started getting more comfortable making my own patterns and doing my own stuff. I feel like my work has really started to progress in this past year because I've sort of branched out of my comfort zone to make patterns and stuff. And you just gotta push yourself. If you wanna do it, just do it. If it looks like boo-boo, then that's okay.
I love that. I love that sentiment because fursuit making is something that is incredibly difficult. And a lot of people go in and they want something that looks stellar on the first try, and more often than not, that is not an achievable goal. And a lot of people feel really, really discouraged trying something new and incredibly difficult and not being successful right off the bat. Is there any advice that you would give or any kind words that you would give to someone who is just starting out and learning something that it is so difficult and so unique?
Oh, for sure. So just don't have any expectations. Don't go into it with any expectations. Just have fun. Do what feels right for you. If you're making your first fursuit, literally just do whatever you want and make it however you want. You don't have to be perfect. If you're happy with it, that's all that matters. Don't push yourself too hard because it's hard. It's really hard, and your first fursuit is probably not gonna be, a mixed candy or something, but you will get there. You will.
Yes, the only way to achieve anything difficult is to work at it. And I think you are a fantastic example of someone who has done this for many, many moons and has improved and done wonderful. And you are still learning stuff every single day. And I think that's great. I think that's great. You are such a treat.
So much.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell us about your costume or your experience working on it?
I don't really know other than the fact that this orange was Luck Shag. It took so long to shave. It was such a mess. I spent so long shaving this fur in every orifice. It was terrible, but look at me now.
Well, you made it out the other side. You did survive in one piece for the most part, I can tell. Shaving luxury shag down to a manageable length when it doesn't come in like a teddy or a beaver length fur can be a pain, and I commend you for that. You've been an absolute treat, Gish. Thank you so much for coming to my party and hanging out with me on stage.
Of course.
Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your AnthroNW, albeit a day left.
Yay.
But thank you. Safe travels off of my stage today. Wonderful. I love that. Some of my favorite suits are these funky, fresh hybrid suits. I think there's such a wonderful, different take on fursuits these days. Don't get me wrong, I'm a dog. I love seeing dogs. They are definitely some of my favorite things to make, but I love when I get to see new, fresh, and different in the fandom, and I think Gish is a really wonderful example of new, fresh, and different. On that note, let's bring up our next fabulous, talented, wonderful guest. I don't know who they are. I fly by the seat of my pants for these events. Ooh, wonderful, wonderful, beautiful. I love the pink. Does it twirl? Does it twirl super good? Heck yeah, it does. That looks amazing. You're amazing. Welcome to the party. What's your name, my friend?
I am Sugar the Sugar Glider.
Sugar, the sugar glider. Talk about unique species. I don't think I have ever had a sugar glider on my stage before. That is amazing. I love sugar gliders. They are so funky. I like their big little freaky eyes. I feel like I could tuck one in my pocket and bring it with me to work. So, sugar gliders, what made you decide on a sugar glider for your persona?
So I actually own sugar gliders as well. I have been a big fan of them for about 10, 11 years. So they've been like my animals since I was like 11, and I got a character like 7 years ago. I wasn't a furry, and then I was like, I have the money now. And then I bought it.
It's time for sugar gliders. And you visited my room a few times this weekend here, and I know you can't see it beneath all the fuzz, but our friend has a sugar glider tat, like right here, that rocks. And that looks like a fresh tattoo. How long ago did you get that?
I got that about a month ago. The tattoo artist is actually at the convention.
Oh, wow. Hi, tattoo artist. Hi, if you're here. That's awesome. That's so exciting. Furry tattoo artist. I love it. I love to hear it. Well, enough about your tattoo. As wonderful and exciting as that is, your fursuit is incredible. Who made it?
Fufuki Studios did. They're a Chinese maker.
Okay, that's exciting. I don't know if I've ever had an Eastern fursuit on my stage before, so that's really, really cool and so different. What made you decide to go with this maker over a different one?
My character Ref sorta is in like the kimono chibi style. They had a very cutesy, like very frilly style, and I was like, oh, that's just perfect for her, like the big forehead. She's got a big forehead on her Ref, and I was like, oh, we gotta go with the kimono.
I love it. And kimono suits are so fun, and I think in the past couple of years especially, they have just boomed in popularity. I am a kimono suit enjoyer myself, but like a vicarious one. One of the hardest things about fursuiting is how unbelievably uncomfortably hot these costumes are. And the only saving grace a lot of the times with fursuits is a really, really big mouth and open eyes, which are two things that kimono suits do not have. What is your experience like suiting in a suit with very limited ventilation?
The tip is really to take breaks. It's just gonna be hot. You just kind of have to deal with it. At this point, I'm kind of just attuned to that. So I'm like, oh, it doesn't really bug me anymore. It bugged me kind of at first, but now I'm just used to it. And also I have a handheld fan.
Okay, all right. Handheld fans are very, 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 very helpful and can definitely help extend your longevity while wearing a fursuit. Definitely when I first started suiting, I could only suit for like an hour at a time, and I've been suiting, oh my goodness, for like since 2018, you know, early 2018 is when I got my first fursuit. And it's like, since then, I've been able to suit for anywhere from 5 to 6 hours continuously. And it's just about building up a attunement to being warm and trapped in fuzz prison for many moons at a time. And it's clear that you have made that attunement to fuzz prison. Congratulations. So your fursuit, your commissioning experience, can you tell me what that was like? And like, is there a language barrier that you had to deal with commissioning a fursuit from overseas?
Oh, totally, yeah. I only heard from them, like, was updated maybe like 2 or 3 times during their process, so I didn't really have much of a choice in how she was made, which was totally fine. She turned out like absolutely what I wanted. The only real issue is she does bleed marker when she is washed, and I wasn't really informed of that because of the language barrier. There was no like do not wash or anything like that, and when I asked what to wash them with, it was just foam carpet cleaner, nothing else. And I was like, oh, I have no idea what that is.
Yep, that would make it hard, because you visited my fursuit spa in my room, and I was too nervous to clean your suit because a lot of these bleeding marker issues are exacerbated by getting wet, right? And so I've got that little Bissell Green carpet cleaner in my room that I was cleaning with, and I was so fearful of turning your suit purple. And it's like, you have a beautiful little chinchilla, and I could have turned it purple. So that is the really tough thing. I think because I have had suits before that have been done with washable marker that has bled over time, and it's one of those things that you just need to sit down and work on cleaning it for hours and hours and hours and hours, and just get it wet, let the marker bleed, clean the marker out. Get it wet, let the marker bleed, clean the marker out. And it's gonna take a few days. But eventually, if it is in fact washable marker, which if it is bleeding, it gives me the feeling that it is, you'll probably get it out. But I love this. You are beautiful, you are wonderful. Is there any last things that you would like to tell us about your suit that you love, your commission experience, something that you would do different next time?
Well, I'm definitely going with a closer maker, so I would be able to communicate and know what the process would be. And I also want a full suit because everybody assumes I'm a mouse. And sugar gliders have wings, so
you are perfectly, wonderfully chinchilla. I see chinchilla.
I also get that, yeah chinchilla or a mouse.
I see chinchilla, but sugar glider definitely reads as such. I think if you had the underarm wings, that would go crazy. You are beautiful. You've been a treat. Thank you so much for coming up on our stage. I super appreciate you. Safe travels offward. Do not fall. Woo! Thank you. You guys are a great audience. Thank you. That is so cute. I love sugar gliders. I think they're such funky little guys. Did you guys know that sugar gliders are nocturnal animals? Crazy. That's why they got big old freaky looking eyes. I love it. I love sugar gliders. On that note, let's bring up our next friend onto the stage. Who will it be? I don't know any more than you do. Wonderful, beautiful. Oh my goodness, we have a fishtail going on. This is so fun. Wow, hello, welcome to the party. What is your name, my friend?
I am Shishimi.
Shishimi, just like the raw fish on the top of the little rice ball. I love it. You're beautiful. I love your suit. It is so funky. It's so fun. It's so fresh. It's giving like a koi cat kind of vibe. Am I right?
Exactly.
Yes, I'm winning. That's beautiful. So koi cat is fun. It's fresh. It's different. Did you get this suit as a pre-made, or did you go in with koi cat in your heart?
So it was a pre-made, but while the person was making it, I commissioned them to add some things that were unique to me, so I like to consider it a collaboration between us. But they came up with the whole idea.
I love that. And who is your maker?
TriStar Studio, they're a brand new maker.
Wonderful. That is so exciting. I love when people are able to commission new, fresh makers in the fandom. It really diversifies the stage when it comes to different looking fursuits, and your suit is absolutely no exception to that rule. You are beautiful. I particularly love the color choices in your eyes. Were you involved in that at all, or was that all the hand of your maker?
So part of it was also the maker collaborated with a friend of theirs named Viliphile, and they made the eyes.
Oh.
So it was like two different artists working together, and then I just came in and was like, can you add some spots?
I love it. It was a whole gaggle collective experience. That is so, so fun. How long have you had this suit for?
Almost about a year now.
Oh wow, that's so exciting. Is this the first suit that you've ever owned, or have you owned suits in the past?
I have owned a suit in the past. I used to be a waski, but that was about, I would say 5 years ago. And then I was like, you know what? I want to enter back into the fandom. I need another suit, so I got this guy.
I love it. I love it. This is so much fun. Your suit is so beautiful. What was something about the commission experience that you really, really loved?
Yeah, I really like supporting a smaller artist. I feel like a lot of people think that their first suit or any suit has to be from somebody who has a bigger following, but you can always support smaller artists. That's how they improve, and you can always get something just as impressive from somebody who's starting out.
Absolutely, I could not agree with you more. I feel like there is so much of a push lately to support smaller artists, and I love to see that, and I think it is so, so great when we're able to introduce new talent and support new talent in the fandom. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I love your sprout, and I love your tail. Can you show the audience and the camera that tail really quick? That is so beautiful. That's so fun. So I know that big tails like that, particularly ones that stick straight out, are sometimes really, really difficult to wear from like a getting in the elevator and like hitting people with your tail standpoint, but also like to wear from like a comfortability standpoint. What are like some struggles that you have experienced from a wearer perspective with a tail like that, and how have you conquered that?
Definitely what you mentioned. I tend to run into people a lot. People will talk behind me and I'll be like, yeah, and I'll hit them right in the face. It's great. The biggest way that I try to avoid that though is to be slow with how I turn. I usually put my arms out next to me. I've been considering putting caution tape around the back of my tail just to give people a bit of a warning. But it's been really fun to move around. Usually people see it and they're like, okay, let me move around this person. So it's usually just been situational awareness and everybody else keeping an eye out.
That's good. I have a suit with a very, very big long tail. Not one that sticks straight out, but there have been at least 5 times that I can count where I whip around and I take out like a small child with my tail and I just kind of stand there and I'm like, oh my God. So that's definitely a tricky part about having a long tail, but I'm glad that you've learned to move slow and overcome that aspect.
Luckily haven't taken out any toddlers yet.
Well, the year is young, my friend. This could be your year.
True.
All right, I love this. Is there any last things that you would like to mention about your costume, your commission experience, anything like that?
Just support your smaller artists. They deserve the recognition, and that's how they improve. And you can find lots of people out there who are wanting to make it big, and they just need everybody's support to get there. So
absolutely, every maker was a small maker once. Nobody starts out a big maker. We all start little, and I see big things in your maker's future.
absolutely.
Wonderful. You have been an absolute treat. Sashimi, you've been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me on the stage today. Safe travels, onwards and outwards. I super appreciate you. That is so cool. I also have a Koi Cat character, and so I always get so excited when I see other Koi Cat characters out in the world, so that was really special for me. Awesome, that was a treat. Let's bring up our next friend to the stage. Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Oh my God, you guys are in for a treat today. Whoa! What? This is so funky. This is so fresh. My friend, what is your name?
Frostbite.
Frostbite, I love it. I love it. So I know about this suit, but the audience does not. So I have to ask the question, who made your costume?
I did.
And then I act surprised. Whoa, that's so cool. That is incredible. It really, really is. No sillies, pretend aside. You are unbelievably talented. I have seen your work develop for many years, and if I am not mistaken, this is not the first rendition of this costume, is it?
No, the first one was back in 2018. That was the first time I made him, so this is his brand new version.
Wow, wow. And when was this suit officially completed, this new 2.0?
Like a week ago.
Holy cow! Wow! I remember seeing your suit when I was but a wee new baby furry, and I was like, that's so crazy! And I didn't think it could get any better than that, but here we are, many, many years later, and your talent has grown, and you have such a grasp on your skills, and you are just such an incredibly talented, knowledgeable artist, and every time I see your costumes, I am just blown away by them. How long did this suit take you to complete?
Well, the head I made a while ago took about 3 weeks, and then the bodysuit I baked out in like 2 weeks right before the con.
Wow, you are a speed demon. That's crazy. Can you believe that? You said 3 weeks for the head, and then 2 weeks for the bodysuit. That is unbelievable. There is so much detail. Can we do a slow 360 spin for the audience? Wow. And I love the way that you embody your character. That is so funky, that is so fresh and different. I am very, very unfamiliar with horror suits in general, but it is so different from a standard Toonie suit because of all the airbrushing and the different types of construction. What would you say was the hardest aspect about building your suit?
I think the hardest part was probably the jaw set, because I really wanted to accentuate like the teeth and the painting of the gums and everything and make sure that it moved and the jaw moved. So I think that was the hardest part of the costume.
Yeah, no, I can definitely tell. That is, I don't know, you guys have to see this after the show and get up close with this costume. But those teeth are just unbelievable and insanely detailed and hand-painted and crazy. Are they resin? What are they made out of?
No, it's Instamorph, which is meltable plastic and water.
What? That's unbelievable. That is so cool. Are your claws also made out of the same material?
No, the horns and the claws I made with my 3D printer and then hand painted them.
All right. Wow, that is so, so cool. And so you made this suit. How long have you been making suits for?
I made my very first costume in 2016 when I cosplayed as Springtrap, and then I just kept going from there.
That is unbelievable. So I can definitely see a lot of inspiration being drawn from media like Five Nights at Freddy's. Is there any other places that you have drawn a lot of inspiration from when it came to your very unique costuming style?
Well, I love like the old like horror movies and like werewolves and things like that. So just basic, just like horror media. I think it's just my favorite thing to do is to portray something scary.
Wow, I love that. That's so funky. That's so funky. This suit is still very new to you, very, very fresh. But if you had to travel back in time and do something differently, is there anything that you did that you would do differently now?
I think I would try and like reshape the toes a little bit, give it a bit more definition. But other than that, I'm extremely proud of like how the whole fursuit came out.
And you absolutely should be. You are off the charts, incredibly talented. You are doing really great, like subversive, interesting things in the fandom that I just do not think that we have enough of. And I'm so happy that I was able to have you on my stage and interview you and talk about you. And I really hope that other people get to see this style of costuming and feel inspired in the same way that you felt inspired by horror movies and Five Nights at Freddy's, and go on to grow up and create something just as cool and funky and subversive and fresh. Because this rocks. This is so unique. Is there anything else that you would like to tell me specifically about your costume or your making experience?
I think I'm just very thankful for the fandom and other makers like you who inspired me to keep getting better every day, and you know, I just keep doing what I'm doing.
I love that. And is there any advice that you would give to someone starting out wanting to do something like you do?
Just go for it. Just, you know, when I first started making my Springtrap, I tried to put the foam together with Elmer's glue, so I had no idea what hot glue was. So all you gotta do is just start working, you know, watch some tutorials and you'll get at it.
And that is such a real experience. Like when I first started making fursuits, I didn't know how to sew. I learned to sew because of YouTube, because I wanted to make fursuits. And so often I get comments of, well, I just don't know what to do and I don't know where to start. Neither did we when we first started. And that's the beauty of, I think, technology, is we have the knowledge of humankind that fits into our back pocket now. You know, it's like we have more power on our telephones than the computers that sent people to the moon for the first time, right? And I think that's like unbelievable, and that we should absolutely take advantage of the knowledge that we carry around in our back pocket every day. And if you want to learn something, if you want to do something, do it. There's nothing stopping you from learning anything that you want to learn, and I think you are a wonderful, fantastic example of that. You have been an absolute treat. You always are. Thank you so much for sharing the stage with me today. All right, safe travels. Safe travels off the stage. Don't do anything silly. Awesome. That is so cool. I have mixed feelings about horror fursuits because I'm not a horror movie type person. I am very jumpy and very easily scared. I can't do gore or anything in movies, but like that is such an incredible talent to make something like that, and I am so enamored by the skill and the time it takes to do something of that level. That is so cool. Awesome. Let's bring up our next friend. We only have a little bit longer of this event. I've got about 20 minutes. Welcome to the party. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Look at this suit. Amazing, amazing. You're beautiful. Welcome, welcome. This is another case of I know who you are, but the audience does not, my friend. What is your name?
My name is Willow.
Willow, welcome to the party. Your suit is gorgeous. Your suit's wonderful. Who made your suit?
I made it.
What? That's crazy. What a beautiful costume. What a beautiful costume. Your seam lines are clean. Your work is gorgeous. How long have you been making suits for?
Since 2020, so.
Wow, only 2020.
Yeah.
I think you're lying to me. That doesn't sound true. You are unbelievable. Wow, that's so incredible. You're so talented. So you made this suit yourself from start to finish. Do you have an idea of how long it took you?
I'm gonna say a month and a half or so.
A month and a half. Wow, I love that. So Willow is the name. How long have you had this character for? Is this a first rendition of this costume, or have you done costume renditions of Willow in the past?
Yeah, this character is just about as old as I am in the furry community, because before this, I did a lot of Warrior Cats role playing. So she's actually a Warrior Cats character that I turned into my persona. So yeah, and I've had 4 different iterations of the suit. This is the 4th.
Okay. And if it is a Warrior Cats persona, or a Warrior Cats based persona, what was her full warrior name? I gotta know, before she became simply Willow.
Willow Frost, hence the blue eyes.
I love it. So classy, so fun. So you made this suit yourself. Is there anything that you did differently or employed different techniques this time than you did in her previous rendition?
Yes, I added finger slips to the paws, which helps for dancing when I want to like throw on and off the paws. I have a zipper pocket in both thighs for my phone and in my neck. There's fans in the ears. Yeah, and I kind of try to implement all these new things into my new commissions, because after I've used it, I'm like, this is game changing for suiting. So yeah, that's what I've added into this iteration of her.
Yeah, fans in the ears is something, like particularly ear vents in general, but fans in the ears as well, is something that's gained in popularity within the last few years that I think is a huge game changer within like the comfortability with suit making. How is it that you power those fans in your ears?
I have a battery pack that goes right into my neck pocket.
Okay, and is it USB rechargeable little battery pack?
Yep, exactly.
That rocks. That is so cool. I love that. And you said complete game changer when it comes to the cooling of your suit?
Oh, for sure, yeah. And even the vents, right now I don't have the fans in, it's just the vents that I have a Velcro that puts the fans into there. So even just the vents through the ears are game changing in itself.
I bet, because heat rises, right? So all of the heat in your head is going to gather at like the crown of your head. And if you have vents in your ears, it's going to give it a place to escape. That is so cool. When you do have the fans in, do you have them blowing fresh air in or pulling old air out?
Trying to pull old air out.
Okay. That is always what I suggest when people build fans in. It's so tempting because you put the fan in your mouth and you have the handheld one, you blow the cold air in. But I find that it is so much more helpful to get that old used air out of your head than push new air in, you know? So that's really cool. So how long ago did you say that you made this suit?
This one is about 6 months old or so.
Okay, but 6 months is not a very long time. And have you been making suits since then?
Sorry?
Have you been making suits since the 6 months ago?
As of about when I made this suit, fursuit making became my full-time job. So I've made probably one suit a month or so, sometimes a little bit more. Yeah.
That's so exciting. And when it's your full-time job, it's a very, very different game. You are learning a lot of new skills and abilities every single day. And so I think a great question to ask is, if you went back in time and you made the suit today, what would you do differently now than you did 6 months ago when you made it?
I would say use my head base that has I have a new head base now, eyes closer together. This beautiful base was a stuffed panda studio base. It's stunning, but for my dance needs, the blind spot in the middle is a little intense. So
can you hide me? Can you hide me in your blind spot? How is that? Oh my gosh, and then I like to do this with my hands because they can't see me right now. They can't see me. I'm completely hidden to them. It's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? So I like to go, and you look towards the audience and put your hands straight in front of you, and then look towards the audience. And then can you move your hands out and stop your hands when you can no longer see them? That's crazy. Yeah, fursuits often have a blind spot centrally. I have a very small central blind spot because my eyes are a little closer together, right? But I have a very large peripheral blind spot. I can't see my hands now. You have your eyes a little farther out on your head, so you have a larger peripheral blind spot. That's really, really cool, but especially when you're doing something like dancing, making sure that you have a smaller central blind spot is really, really important. So I can definitely see the value in shrinking that down. Is there anything else that you would like to tell us about your costume today?
I don't think so.
Awesome. Well, you have been a treat. And your username on the internet is Kia Fursuit,
Yes,
correct?
Kia Fursuit.
Beautiful. Definitely check them out. Unbelievably talented. I love seeing your work everywhere. Thank you so much for coming up on the stage. I really appreciate your time. Yes, safe travels. That is so cool. I love that use of that short teddy pile on their costume. That's really, really incredible. All right, how many people do we have left, just so I can make sure I'm pacing it? How many people? How many people? I don't want to miss out on anyone. It's definitely a little toasty up here. Those stage lights are really something else. Okay, all right, we've got 15 minutes and 6 or 7 people to go. We're gonna speed this up a little bit. Let's get our next friend on the stage. Welcome to the party, welcome to the party. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness, the fursuit with the fuzzy sweater is crazy. I love it, I love it. Hi, welcome to the party. What is your name, my friend?
My name is Snowflake.
Snowflake, I love it. You look like a snowflake. This is great. I love the name Snowflake. I love your costume. Are you a caribou?
I'm a Svalbard reindeer.
Oh, okay. I love it. I love it. That's fantastic. So is this a full body suit or just the leggies down?
I have an upper body, I'm just not wearing it today.
Oh my goodness. I was gonna say, if you're not wearing it, or if you were wearing it, I was like, ooh, that looks like a toasty costume with the sweater on top. I love it, I love it. Who made your fursuit?
Snowflake is homemade.
Oh my goodness, you are so talented. How long have you made fursuits before you chose to make this one?
I started making fursuits in 2008.
Oh wow, and so how many fursuits did you make previous to Snowflake?
I've lost track, probably at least 15.
Oh wow, okay, all right. I love it. This is beautiful. I love seeing reindeer and all of our cloven hoof friends out in the world. And your suit is oh my gosh, wow. No exception to that rule. Thank you. I love the ears. I love the antlers. What is your favorite part of this costume?
For this suit, I decided to do hidden heel digitigrade, which is something I don't see in the fandom very often anymore. So these are high heel shoes, and then I've used long fur to creatively hide the heel.
Oh, wow. So yeah, let's give the audience a side view of that. So they are wearing high heels under there, and then they've utilized long fur to obscure the high heels. That is so unique, and also probably very, very uncomfortable. How is it walking around on those very, very high-heeled shoes?
It's not too bad. I mean, as long as you're used to wearing high heels.
There you go, there you go. Do you have like good insoles in your heels to make it easier?
No.
Oh my. Perhaps insoles are a solid investment, Dr. Schultz, my beloved.
Yes.
I love your costume. If you were to go back in time and do anything differently, what would you change in its construction?
I bought the wrong size high heel shoes, so I'd get the correct size.
So the heels don't have insoles and are the wrong size? Oh my goodness, well, you are brave, and I love the commitment. I appreciate you, I appreciate your talent, and I appreciate your time. Snowflake, thank you so much for sharing the stage with me today. I really appreciate it. Wonderful. Can we get a round of applause for our friend Snowflake? Wonderful, amazing. Safe travels off the stage, my friend. That is so cool. I absolutely believe that we need more deer and more caribou in our world. What an awesome, awesome costume. Let's send up our next friend directly onto the stage. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get him up the stage safely. Hello, welcome. Yes, come on up. Hi. Oh my goodness. Howdy, howdy. You are so funky. You are so fresh. You have a tiny dinosaur tail. What is your name, my friend?
Etc.
Etc. Like etc.
I'm named after a character in the Cats musical.
Oh my goodness, I feel like a bad musical theater fan. I have not seen Cats. Is it worth the watch? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Girl, it's not worth the watch. Don't fall into it like me.
That's kind of how I feel about League of Legends. I've been playing for like 10 years, and I'm like, people are like, oh, and I'm like, oh yeah, don't do it. It's a trap. Don't get into it. Cats is the same thing. Yeah. Okay, all right. You don't play League of Legends. I won't watch Cats. Deal? All right, deal. I love your costume. Pastels, I am so deeply in love with. This is so funky, so fresh, so fun. Who made your costume?
I did.
Oh my goodness. Wow, you are so talented. I am obsessed. So how long have you been making fursuits for?
I've been making them for 3 years.
Oh my, no way. That's unbelievable. Can we get another like 360 for the audience? That is so unbelievable. Only making fursuits for 3 years. You are freakishly talented. I love this. So when did you make etc.
I made her, I think, 6 months ago. She was my first personal suit in a few years.
Wow. All right. And how long did it take you to make her?
I think a month. I was in school at the same time too. I was just going crazy.
Amazing. So named after a character from the movie Cats, themed after the character as well?
Nah.
No. So what was your inspiration for the theming? Because it is so cohesive and so funky.
Well, actually, I tried to do the design myself and just hit a brick wall. So I hit up my friend who's an Adopt designer, Snow Alpaca 18, if anyone knows them, amazing work.
Shout out.
And they worked with me. I gave them a color palette, and they just showed me this, and I was like, oh my god, that's her. It's my girl.
Perfect. It clicked. It came in a vision. I love it. I am obsessed. So you made this suit 6 months ago, right? Approximately 6 months ago. And have you made suits since then?
Yeah, so my ad is Heckhound Studio. I've made, I think, 15 suits this year.
Wow, that's really incredible. So going back, if you were to remake this suit, what would you do differently about what you did 6 months ago?
The tail really bugs me. I hate that she has like booty cheeks and a tail. I want the tail to just transition right there, but it also would have been really hot.
Yeah, and that is kind of the downside with that style of tail is toasty, but hey, if I know anything about fursuiting, it's that beauty is paid, and you are beautiful. And I love this. You did such a wonderful job. I love the brown on the toes mixed with the pastel. You remind me of a delicious banana. It's really good, like a wonderful little banana. Is there anything else that you would like to tell us about your costume?
Oh, so she has a drop crotch actually. My real crotch is right there. It's right down here.
Oh my gosh. Wow, and how hard is it to like walk around with a drop crotch? Because I also have a drop crotch suit, and you kind of got a little waddle that you do in a drop crotch.
I'm actually really good. My shoes are right in this big toe, so I don't have any issues walking. I I can do a dead sprint in this, and it's really scary.
Wow. You know what? I think it's a bonus. You could sign up for a marathon for charity. You would make so much money for that charity. Do that dead sprint in the fursuit. I love it. You have been a treat, etc. Thank you for coming to my party and sharing the stage with me today. So talented, so wonderful. Let's give a round of applause for etc. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Let's send that next person up. No downtime between our people. I love to see it. I love to see it. Let's send him up. Let's send him up. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to the party. You're wonderful. Your floppy ears are so cute. Can I see your tail? Can I see your tail? Yes! I love it. I love to see it. Welcome to the party. Ooh, we're losing stuff. Oh, we're blind. But now, oh, we can see again. We're good. It was touch and go there. Welcome. What is your name, my friend?
I'm Callisto.
Welcome. I love your suit. It is so fun. The colors are beautiful. Who made it?
I did.
No way! I love it. We have so many talented people coming up here today, and you are no exception to that rule. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Tell me about your suit. How long ago did you make it?
I finished up like the actual suit maybe a little over a year ago, but actually coming up to this con, I was trying to get some upgrades and just like start building my way to a 1.5.
Okay. So what upgrades did we complete on our way to the con?
I got a new nose, more pickable, more plush, some bigger cheeks to show the species a little better, and just trimmed up the fur a little bit.
I love it. And so bigger teeth to show the species a little better. What species is that?
Australian Shepherd.
I could have guessed it, but I wanted to make sure. You are definitely rocking the Australian Shepherd look. And so did you come up with this character all yourself, or did someone else design it for you?
It was a custom character that I got just as like a normal OC years ago, and then I realized I wanted them to be my persona after I realized I was trans.
Oh wow, that's so wonderful. So has your character been a very affirming experience for you?
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. I think that's so special, and I think that's a really magical aspect of furry, is that you can come into who you truly are by expressing yourself in a unique, funky, and subversive way. And I think that's so special. Did like furry and your persona help you understand yourself better as a trans person?
I would say so, just because joining the fandom, it was already very accepting and very diverse. And I just saw like a lot more identities and just people than I knew about before.
That's so special. And I think that is the cool thing about furry is a very, very queer space, and it's an incredibly diverse space. And it helps people that may not be like comfortable in the environments that they live and grow up in express and be who they truly are in an environment that's accepting to them. And that is so awesome, and that's so cool. I love your costume. Is there anything else that you would like to tell us about it before we move on to our next friend?
No.
Awesome. Well, you have been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for sharing your story and sharing a stage with me today. All right, thank you. Safe travels off the stage. All right, beautiful. I think that's so cool. I've seen so many like young queer people find a space for them in the fandom, and I think that's so crazy special. Let's send up our next friend. Yes, absolutely. We gotta go. We're going. Welcome. This is so cool. Amazing. Can we give a 360 for that audience? Awesome. Wow. Your suit is absolutely incredible. You're incredible. What is your name, my friend?
Akuma.
Did I say that right? Akuma? Like Akuma Matata? Kinda, not really. All right. I love it. Your suit is so busy, and I love the fact that it's so busy. And we have like kanji on the tongue here. Mm-hmm. What does the kanji on the tongue mean?
Anger.
I love that.
Kitsune spirit.
We're a kitsune spirit. Awesome. Okay, so who made your suit?
I did.
Wow, we have so many people who've made their own suits here today. That is unbelievable. There is so much labor that went into making something this busy. That's unbelievable. how long have you been making suits for?
I started with my partner at the midway of 2021. I run Screaming Crows Creations, and so we've been doing fursuits for a while. But this is actually my third full body.
Wow, first full body suit ever. Wow, and sorry, what?
Third one.
Your third one. Third one. And how many digi suits have you made before this one?
2.
2, so all of your full body suits have been digi suits. Rock and roll, that's so cool. So you've never made a plantigrade suit, which is unbelievable, because plantigrade is definitely like baby's first full suit because it's a little easier. You just jumped straight into the fire and you did a digi full suit. So what was your experience like doing your first ever digi full suit? Was that overwhelming? Was that difficult?
Oh, totally. It was one of those things where it's like, I hope this works.
You know what? That's kind of how I feel every time I make a fursuit. Is like, ooh, I hope this works. And I feel like you also had that experience here. What was the most challenging thing that you had to do for this costume?
Honestly, figuring out his big, massive thunder thighs. I started with floating pillows, didn't like them, and so this is the first time where I've actually agreed to stuffing it into the legs, and then trying to make it where I can still walk.
Wow, how is that walking going for you?
I feel like a duck sometimes.
Yeah, it's like wah. You kind of got the duck thing going on, but it looks great. And I told the last person, or a couple of people ago, that beauty is pain in fursuiting, and what is beauty without pain, right? And if you got to do that duck walk, so be it. This costume is absolutely wonderful. Is there any final things that you would like to share before we move on to our next guest?
If you're not sure about it, do it anyways.
Absolutely fantastic, wonderful advice. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I super, super appreciate it. How cool, how cool. That is such a busy costume. I love that. I love that. Let's get that friend safely off the stage and immediately send our next friend up. Let's go. Perfect. I'm running real close on time here. Hi, welcome to the party. Hello, hello. We talked earlier, and your suit is wonderful. What is your name, my friend?
This is Prickly Scallops.
I love Prickly Scallops?
Yes.
I love it, I love it. Can we show the audience your tail? Can we show them your tail? Look at it, it's got a little flower on top and little prickles. It's so cute. I love this suit. It is so funky, it is so fresh, it is so prickly. Who made this costume?
This was made by Red Sews. They're a tiny maker on the East Coast, and I just love all of their work.
Amazing. I love the fur used for this in particular. For those of you that are a little farther out and cannot see, the green fur used here is like a beautiful matcha green, and the tips are black. It is so funky, it's so fresh. What kind of creature is your costume?
I don't actually know, and the maker doesn't either, so we've just landed on cactus bird monster thing.
That is exactly what I was thinking it was. We are so on the same page here. I love this suit. How long ago did you get it?
I actually got him on Halloween.
Oh, wow.
But I bought him technically last Christmas, but he had to be made.
Okay. So was this a custom-made one for you or a pre-claimed, pre-made?
Kind of both. This was a design they had sitting on their socials for like 2 years that no one ever claimed. Last Christmas I saw it and I was like, I've been watching you for 2 years and no one has bought you, so I'm going to buy you. And now you're mine.
I love that. And you bought it and it's yours and you've gotten to wear it. Have you very much connected with our cactusy critter here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I like to think he's really silly, and I like to think that he is worried about his spikes because he doesn't want to poke people.
I love that. What is your absolute favorite part about your costume?
There's a lot of parts that I really like. This one isn't super specific to the suit, but I just love how wiggly he is, the ears especially.
If you flap your ears hard enough, can you fly away?
No, I'm not Dumbo.
Well, you know what? Everybody can follow their dreams. You'll get there eventually. Just keep trying your best to flap. Is there anything else that you would like to mention about your costume before we move on to our next person? No. You have been an absolute treat. Thank you for sharing your prickliness and your flower and your big floppy ears. I so appreciate sharing the stage with you today. Exit safely. Be good out there. I love when people mix like plants with critters. It's definitely one of my favorite things. All right. We are out of time. We gotta be done. On that note, let's bring everyone up on the stage and we'll give a big theater bow all together. All right, safety, safety, safety. Everyone up on stage. All right, hello, welcome back, welcome back. We are going to go and we're gonna stand right on this line right here, right in front of it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh no, where are the rest of my people? I'm missing my audience. Hello, come back. Are we good? Are we good? We're coming? Perfect, wonderful. Up onto the stage, being safe. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. All right, right beside our prickly fend there. Watch out for the tail. There are prickles on it. We have stripes. Welcome back, welcome back. We have tummy rainbows, and we have Kia fursuits, and we have our fancy, wonderful, big-eyed kimono friend, and we have our very spooky bunny rabbit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty, alrighty. Is that good? Is that everyone? All right, we're rocking and we're rolling. All right, everybody, we are going to link hands. We are going to hold the hands. And then, just like tacky theater, we're going to go up. We're going to bring our hands up, and then we're going to bow. Awesome. And then up, and then bow. Wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to my Fursuit exhibition today, and thank you for sharing a stage with me. You are all wonderful and talented and amazing, and I'm so thankful for you. AnthroNW, you have been an absolute pleasure. Thank you again for having me this year. Beautiful, beautiful. And we exit the stage safely. Thank you, thank you. All right. All right, come on, my friends. I will make sure that we do not fall.